I am resident of Collinwood for YouTube. Joel Sains, that's my buddy Gordon Dymowski, that's my buddy Alan Gallant. We're here to review the movie House from 1985. My goodness, my goodness! And for those wondering, this movie was directed by Steve Miner. Yes, the same Steve Miner who directed Friday the 13th Part Two.
Yes.
And Halloween H2O. And Steve Miner's a horror director. So this movie has horror elements. So he's the guy they picked. And I don't blame them. I would have too. When did you guys first see the movie House? Gordon.
I first saw it, ironically, on Svengoolie, who's a local horror host, when he revived the show in the 90s. And in the middle of it, he usually they show the movie and they do like little comedy bits and sketches. And at one point, as they were leading to commercial, he said, we know that many of you would like us to do the Universal horror movies, but those packages are not available right now. So we're trying to bring you the best dinner. We're trying to do the best we can. And I kind of liked it. It's a it's a horror comedy. A lot of it's played for laughs. So if you're looking for like a high-end haunted house film that's all scares, this isn't it. But if you're looking for if you want something that has a slightly goofy sentimentality, the script is by Fred Decker, who wrote The Monster Squad. So there's a similar sensibility there. And so I enjoy it. It's not a go-to movie for me necessarily, but if I have no problem watching it. I think it's just a really fine, good movie.
Yeah. Alan, when did you first see House?
Early 90s, probably. I think I went down to my local video store and was looking for something and popped that one because Dark Shadows wasn't coming in for another week or something, so I grabbed a hold of that. I knew it was a comedy right away. William Catt was in it, so I knew it wasn't probably not going to be. We're talking, he'd just done Greatest American Hero at that point and all this sort of thing, a couple years before. And it also had George Wendt in it, so you've got some possibilities there in terms of comedy and lightness. So this movie sets you up right away for a happy ending. It really does. It's not going to be that kind of horror movie. It's going to be jump scare here and jump scare there and gross looking monster once in a while, that kind of thing. But it's also going to be, it's going to have absurdity in it. Even the final battle's kind of absurd. You didn't kill me. It's the opposite of what you would expect. You killed me, that kind of thing. He wants revenge because the guy didn't kill him. So it's kind of wacky that way. But it's set up for this cool happy ending where he gets his son back and all this wonderful stuff happens, and his ex-wife isn't dead. So you're left with the feeling that maybe they get back together again.
Mm-hmm. I almost wonder if Fred Decker, when he wrote the concept of House, I almost wonder if he had wrote this as like a Scooby-Doo live action movie, but it's not. But it's weird,
right? The ghosts are real, or whatever they are. They're kind of physical manifestations. I mean, they can grab him and throw him around and stuff. So there's some poltergeist-like thing that they refer to as ghosts. Yeah. I also noticed that this is the monsters and the ghosts. It's a movie about their hands. Yeah, like reaching out and grabbing and pulling, which is why my handle is the hand tonight. So, but I did notice that there's a lot of rubber prosthetic hands jumping out of closets and things. And
it was probably the cheapest thing to thing to make for the budget.
Yeah, absolutely. And also fun. Kind of like, oh yeah, I know this trope. It's pretty cool. Hey,
House.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, it's been a complicated day on a technological
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll smooth the brain over a little bit for a while, then forget about that if you wish.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was explaining to Jewel, I really loved Hugh Laurie in the role. I
It's-
thought it was a great show. I love the medical mysteries. I did think it jumped the shark in season 4, so that's kind of
Yeah.
my opinion of House.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I thought the episode about the swollen testicle was way too close to home.
Yeah.
So I stopped watching it after that. So.
What about? Have any of you guys seen the Japanese movie called House?
I'm not.
I
It's a
actually
classic. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's
Is
a
that
good
the
movie.
1977 movie?
I believe it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen it because it was on TCM one night and I recorded it because it was coming on at 2:30 in the morning. I wasn't staying up that late,
Mm-hmm.
and then I watched it the following morning. So,
What'd you think?
it's good. It's good.
Did you writhe with pleasure?
That's Flesh Gordon. That was on at 4:30 in the morning.
A movie
Bonus.
we should redo because me and Alan did it. It's Turbo Kid. You guys will enjoy the hell out of that.
Mhm.
That's fun.
It is.
This,
It is fun.
Patrick, what did you think of the horror movie House here?
Or horror.
I thought it
comedy.
was a lot of fun. I
Mhm.
thought it was a zesty romp. I thought it was a feel good host of haunts aimed more at the heart than the head.
Yeah.
And Joel Siegel and I agree. It's one of the horror happenings of the year.
It's a 3.5 star happening. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I thought about it. I think the actors were engaging. I think the plot was just enough to hold together a series of zips and scares that would send any sleepover into a titillated tizzy of terrified, tempestuous trials and tribulations.
Yeah. This movie is a lot
I
of
didn't see
fun.
it, but I hear it's good.
Yeah, Richard
Didn't
Mole.
get to. I didn't. I've been busy.
It's okay. It's good.
Richard
I like
Mole.
to review anyway.
Yeah,
You
Richard
mean
Mole
both?
can play a heel.
They both gone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now
Well, I
he's
mean,
gone.
Richard Mall can also play a decaying heel.
Yeah, I mean that's how he got his start, was playing like these big, beefy,
Sure.
kind of bad guys, especially
guys,
in
yeah.
like horror and sci-fi films.
Mhm.
Usually with like a big
He
helmet.
played a. Was he in Metal Storm? The Destruction of Jared
Yes.
Sin.
Yes, he was.
Okay, good. Did he have the weird hand that I saw in the trailers that went? That did that? Remember that? The claw hand.
I think that was him.
Okay.
He was also later the voice of Two-Face on the Batman the Animated Series.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Wasn't he also the voice of the Bat computer too?
I don't think so.
Okay.
He-
That must
He
be
was the only computer voice slightly deeper was Major Barrett.
Well, of course, we know.
Yeah.
Speaking of testicles, hers dropped way before Richard Mall's did.
Yeah, and Gene barely noticed.
Oh, it was a kink for Jane. It was all good.
Was he in the Kevin Smith movie Mallrats?
Oh, I have no idea.
No, Gene Roddenberry was not in Mallrats.
Well, Stan Lee was.
He was in the movie Richard Mallrats.
Now, no, Gene had been dead and buried for 2 years by the time they made Mallrats, maybe 3.
So he
That's a
was. So he
shame.
wasn't in Mallrats. That just answered your question.
Stan Lee was in
Exactly.
Mallrats.
And Stan Lee had been dead and buried for several years at that point.
Just didn't know it. Nobody told him.
This movie its budget was $3 million. Its
Mhm.
box office was $22.1 million. So
Yes.
it made some money.
Yes.
The screenplay was by Ethan Wiley, story by Fred Decker, produced by Sean S. Cunning, the guy that produced Friday the 13th. So a lot of Friday the 13th. And hey, Henry Manfrini did the music. So
And
a lot of
adult
Friday
material as well.
a lot
I believe
of
Sean S. Cunningham aren't that way.
yeah, a lot of Friday the 13th connections with this one. Pretty cool.
Yeah, but who did the catering?
Fuad
Harry
Ramses.
Reeves.
Fuad Ramses. Egyptian Feast.
Yeah.
Jewel, are you up on your Herschel Gordon Lewis?
What's that?
Are you up on your Herschel Gordon Lewis?
No, I don't think.
You've never seen Blood Feast?
I don't think so.
It's a good movie. It's not just a movie, it's a film. But Fuad Ramses plays Fuad Ramses, an Egyptian caterer who's killing people to create the ultimate Egyptian feast.
Yes.
So there's nothing racist at all going on.
Of course not.
I've seen Motel Hell. I mean, I've seen that one.
That's classic.
Yeah, but Motel Hell is no blood feast.
Yeah.
It really
It's
is.
merely
That's true.
Motel
I mean,
Hell.
Blood Feast is a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What
What
you
you guys?
would respond to? Because you're big into bad movies of the present, but we need to see you respond to bad movies of the past.
Should we have a Dr. Giggles Fest?
That's a bad movie of the present. Well, I think we should.
I don't think it's the present. I mean, Larry Drake's been dead for 10 years, for God's sake.
Yeah, Dr. Giggles is an old movie now.
So Patrick, what would your idea of
Chomper Pickles? Dr. Giggles.
That's what made the giggles happen. He's playing with his pickles.
Okay, Patrick, what would your idea of a bad movie from the present be?
A bad movie of the present. I'll actually stop. A bad movie of the present. Are you asking for a specific title, or are you asking like for what I consider the present?
What would you consider
to be?
What would you consider to be?
So like a title that is bad of the present day. Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, whatever that stupid Ad Astra was. That thing with Brad Pitt. I have a very strict criteria for a bad movie. Okay, there's two things for me to whip out the phrase bad movie. Because I don't really aim it at low budget films very often. Number one, I never want to see the movie again. That's like the major one. That's if I never want to see it again, it's probably a bad movie. Number two, if everyone involved.
Knoxville freeze. He has frozen, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so as we're waiting for Patrick to return and for Jewel to oh, hi Jewel.
I'm here. Sorry.
Yeah. Patrick just froze, so he's probably talking as he's talking. He's probably wondering, okay, Jewel, Gordon, and Alan are all frozen.
Right.
Yeah, that's probably what that. Yeah,
that's probably what's happening.
Probably what that is.
There he goes.
A bad modern movie. Halloween Ends. There you go.
Okay, for horror films, yeah.
I'm just trying to think. Yeah, because I'm trying to think of what I would consider a bad modern movie. Because I know because to me a bad modern movie is one where as Patrick said, you don't want to watch it again. And the other is that you know what's going to happen before it does. It's like you can do okay, this must be the scene where, so like a more, it's not really a modern movie, but I would say more of a more recent, an example for me would be Bruce Almighty, where you know that like, okay, Jim Carrey's he's writing the wishes on sticky notes. It's like, oh, okay. And then he realizes that all the wishes are all over and he can't give everyone their wish, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce Almighty was not one of my favorite films of his. It moralizes in a very stereotypical way.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very modern in that sense. It's almost regressive. There's a lot. I go to script first for bad movies. I don't have a specific one, but I can tell you I've seen a couple of them on cable that I've forgotten the titles of them. They were so bad. And it wasn't that the production value was bad or that there weren't halfway decent actors in it. The script was just terrible and very predictable, like you were talking about, Gordon. You could like one movie I saw, again, I can't remember the title of it. It was one of those kind of action detective spy kind of movies.
Mm-hmm.
And you were 2 steps ahead of the script the whole way. One of them had John Travolta in it because, of course, he's made a ton of really kind of cheesy, straight-to-cable movies in recent years. And once in a while, he makes a really good movie. But I think he has to keep his 747 refueled, so he takes.
Those Scientology bills keep just
no
up.
kidding.
Those audits ain't cheap.
No, it's true. It's true. And if you're gonna go, if you're gonna get clear, you gotta spend that cash.
Yeah, and for those who are thinking of suing Jewel because we're criticizing Scientology, 3 words: where's David Miscavige?
Right. Where's his wife?
Yeah. Yeah, come on. You answer those questions.
Don't tell me Clearwater either, okay?
And don't we've got Jules back. We don't have yours. We're not afraid of the Church of Scientology.
That's right.
Gordon Dymowski and Alan Gallant, they ain't afraid of shit.
I ain't afraid of shit. Well, I am afraid of shit. I don't like the smell of shit. I don't like the feel of shit. I don't like the taste of shit. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I'll just say that when I was caring for my mom, she had a lot of intestinal problems. So when it comes to shit, I try to avoid it.
Yeah, absolutely. If you've had any experience with it at all, it's
there you go. There you go.
But again, we've got Jules back, not yours. Church of Scientology. Don't even think of it.
What do you guys think of the effects and makeup of this movie?
It's suitable for a fairly low budget movie. I mean, it's only made for a couple $1 million, and it's fine because it's not designed to terrify you.
No.
It's designed to kind of just jump scare you a little bit because the point of the movie is it's more absurdist, and they're making fun of certain horror tropes in it, and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and plus the whole story is about the guy dealing with some really traumatic memories.
Yeah.
And
he's just got a divorce, plus he has all these Vietnam War memories, and that's what's really kind of spurring this whole thing on for him. So
I just thought of a modern movie that I've actually seen, but I saw it Rift, and it's bad, but I would not want to make people see it. And it's a more modern bad movie. Cats.
Oh.
Yeah. It's I would not do that to anyone.
As I'm not a total expert on musical theater, but I'm somewhat of an aficionado because I work in it. Cats, I never liked Cats as a stage play, much less as a film. It never struck me. Some of the songs are great. Take the songs and just kind of have the songs over here. That's great. But yeah, no. I didn't even go and seek the film. I just don't. I have a predisposed prejudice against Cass. So.
Okay, what's a bad movie from the past?
Oh, tons of them. Let's start with Manos, The Hands of Fate, which is deliberately bad because it was made for like 50 cents, and that was a loan.
There's a British film from 1972 called The Mutations, and the only thing notable about it is that it has Dr. Loomis, Donald Pleasance, Michael Dunn, and Tom Baker. So it's Dr. Loomis, Doctor Who, and Dr. Lovelace all in the same movie. And it's not a good movie.
Sometimes they're spectacularly bad when they've got good actors in them, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like
the Donald Pleasance, I will say, like, that doesn't shock me too much because there's some movies in his career that are just, he's in them and he's really great, but they're stinkers.
Yeah, because he, like, some actors need to take the paycheck, you know? Yeah. I mean, even the guy whose career was bulletproof until he decided to retire pretty much is Michael Caine, and he made some stinking movies. He also made some really great movies.
Yeah.
But he took the paycheck. He admits to it. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, the money, the check cashed. It was a successful movie as far as that was concerned. You know,
for Jaws 4, he compliments on buying the house.
Yeah, exactly. And he did. I mean, he's not lying. So, you know, he knew where his priorities were when he took that role. You know, he wasn't going to get disappointed with the final product. Yeah, you know, if anything, I think he's been surprised by the quality of some of the work that he's done that he didn't maybe think that was going to be that good. So things can happen in editing, you know, that they can turn something mediocre into something pretty darn good. So, but yeah, there's Laurence Olivier made stinkers. You know, he made The Betsy, for God's sake. The Harold Robbins novel turned into a film where he actually had a sex scene at one point, and he's a guy in his 60s at this point.
Yeah,
it was a stinker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm doing my best. I swear to God.
I know you are.
I know you are.
You know you are.
It's just technologically, it's just been a nightmare all day.
Right? Yeah. Mm. We were talking about some stinker movies in the past, and have you ever seen The Betsy?
Oh yeah, it's bad. Harold Robbins.
Yes, it's one of the all-time worst movies of that era.
So I don't know what you heard about my thing about bad movies. One, I have to not want to see it again. Then we'll get back to Betsy. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
Number one, don't want to see it again. Number two, everybody involved with it should have known better.
Yes.
So Cats.
Absolutely. Cats. Yeah, we said Cats is a modern film that's really terrible.
Well, it's you know, I mean, garbage in, garbage out. It's a lousy musical.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, it is.
You start out with a Lloyd Webber, almost anything, you're asking for it. And then, you know, you put in James Corden and weird special effects, and it's nauseating.
Yeah. If Tim Rice was involved in the early days, then you might have a good musical like Superstar, Dreamcoat. Those aren't bad. Those are pretty good, actually. Well, Superstar is really good. But it's because Tim Rice wrote the damn book and the lyrics.
And Elvis Shrugged. I want to make great villains is my comic book. And Elvis Shrugged, my comic book, one of the great villains is Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Yeah.
And his big Broadway musical hit is called Aspects of Food. And everyone is like a Fruit of the Loom guy, piece of food, singing about their life in a refrigerator.
Oh, God. And, of course, everyone's saying how wonderful it is, which completely sucks the energy out of any room he walks into.
Brian blessed his old beefsteak.
Okay, can a movie be bad because it's corny and you know it's going to happen, right?
Well,
sometimes.
No, that's not the only criteria that makes a movie bad.
Sometimes it makes it fun.
Yeah.
If it's done well, because you can have a corny, well done movie.
You can.
But if its intention is to pull you along and surprise you at every turn, and you're 2 steps ahead of it. That's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes, Joel, I mean, when it comes to art, there's just something that lives between the flickers. It really is between between the frames. There's just something that lives in that either is not good or it is. Now I'll give you an example, because sometimes there are movies where everything in it is bad, and yet somehow the movie's good. Good as in I would watch it again. Good
Right.
as in I had a decent time watching it. Case in point, a lousy movie. Richard Chamberlain, King Solomon's Mines, directed by J. Lee Thompson.
Yeah.
I can smell it from here, but I love that movie.
Yeah.
I can't help it. I just really like that movie.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. It hits a different part of your brain. It hits a nostalgic sort of, that kind of cool pulp novel part of your brain.
It's very personal.
Yep.
I saw House 2, but I didn't see House. How was House?
It's actually a fun little movie. It's sort of intermediately funny at times, because it's sort of satirizing a lot of the horror tropes. The guy is plagued by visitations of sort of poltergeist-like ghosts that, and literally at one point comes out of the closet and grabs him. That kind of thing. But it all boils down to his PTSD and his guilt over his Vietnam experience, which is also satirizing the trope, because by 1985 we'd been saturated with Vietnam.
I mean, it was like it's what the McCarthy hearings had been for the decade before.
Yes,
where every single goddamn thing was a surreptitious attack on the McCarthy hearings.
Right. So basically, it sort of slides you through a lot of these tropes, and so it's fairly intelligent that way. It's very low budget. It's only $2 million movie, and in '85, that's still low budget. It made 10 times its budget, so it was a successful movie, and then it went on to VHS and cable and everything else. But and William Catt does a really good job. He's committed to the role, and he does.
William Catt's a good actor. He's very good. He's very good. Man from Earth.
Yeah, I mean, I even liked him in Greatest American Hero. I thought he was a lot of fun.
Have I told you my? It's probably in the daybook somewhere. I don't know. But the Greatest American Hero and Dark Shadows are basically the same show. That Barnabas gets these powers of vampire because it's non-dynastic, and because he shoots Angelique at the same time that yes, or thereabouts, maybe before, but one way or the other, he has these powers. He doesn't know how to use them, and that is something I really would play on if I were, for whatever reason, going to do a Dark Shadows project that had a reboot element.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It's great. I mean, imagine that you become this vampire and you have no idea he doesn't even really know he's a vampire at first.
No, he doesn't, until he, has a bloodlust. As he's strolling through Collinsport, and he suddenly has a bloodlust and sprouts fangs, and also the fact that he can disappear and then reappear. It probably wasn't as much at will the first few times he did it.
He makes himself disappear. He doesn't know how to come back.
Right.
Yeah.
He's terrified.
I think the first few times he disappeared, it was because somebody scared him. He just went poof.
Not you. Yeah. Yes, but he didn't know how to come back.
Right.
How did he figure out how to come back?
I don't know. It probably took him 50 years, but he came back the second after he disappeared.
Okay. When Barnabas turned into the vampire bat and had his first flying lesson, did he crash like the bat on Eureka's castle?
Oh, he's totally hit a tree.
Okay.
Did what? Some of that blacked out, Joel.
I said, did he crash like the bat in Eureka's castle? You ever see that show?
I did not.
Well, I do think that while Barnabas was learning to fly, during one of the few times he had watched TV with David, he kept repeating the George of the Jungle theme in his head. Watch out for that tree. Watch out for that tree.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much to learn. It's like going to driving school. You know? It's just-
Yeah, we've seen Barnabas at the wheel. I mean,
yeah, and he, of course, he tries to run somebody over. Well, he does run somebody over.
Isn't it bad if a bat gets grounded? It doesn't really know how to get back up, or is that a myth?
Yeah, you gotta improvise and sort of crawl up the side of something to get some air between you and the ground before you can like jump off again.
Nobody tells him this. When did he study bats?
Again,
he probably had guilt about that too, because he probably, like shot bats because they were pests in the eaves of the old house or whatever.
I'm sure he had a broom and
Barnabas probably went to David, say, "Do you have any Batman comic books so I can learn how to be a bat?" Sure. Why don't?
Oh my God.
Willie would be the
bat
comic.
Was real scary, but I could never find enough comics with him in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys give this movie? Scale of 1 to 10.
Did they ever do much with Man Bat?
Man Bat? Oh God, no! I remember Man Bat when he first came out, but it didn't seem to go very far. Yeah, it is. I mean, he's a grotesque. He's a total grotesque, so he is terrifying. But I don't think he went very far. That was during that age when they came up with Man Thing and Swamp Thing and Morbius. That was back in the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah, no, whatever knows fear burns at the Man Thing's touched. So never touch your Man Thing is a lesson.
Yeah, and the short film Werewolf by Night that they did in the MCU has Man Thing in it. Out of nowhere. Turns out that's the whole reason for this guy's being is to protect Man Thing.
I enjoyed that.
He's his buddy, And Man Thing wants to protect him.
I like She-Hulk too.
I like She-Hulk. I think She-Hulk's kind of cool.
Series. I thought
very,
the TV series was great.
Yeah, it is. It's very good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, Joel, to answer your question, I give the movie a 6.5 out of 10.
There you go.
I'll give it a 7.5. I kind of like some of the satirizations of the stuff that was going on at the time.
As George Michael Bluth might have gotten in his wacky school, I give it 3 Elvis heads and half a rainbow.
There you go. As Bob Guccione would say, I give it 2 erections out of 5.
I think was that Guccione, or was that was Flint?
No, that was Flint.
Our man Flint.
Yeah.
I give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. It's entertaining. It's fun.
Yeah, it is. It's entertaining.
Job.
Yeah.
What's a movie, Patrick? What's a movie from the past that you consider an absolute stinker?
From the distant past.
Yes.
Oh boy, a terrible movie from the distant past that's really bad. The Kissing Bandit with Frank Sinatra.
Oh.
Where he plays some cavalier character. It's in the 40s. And it's rotten. It's really bad.
His last full-length feature film, not his last performance, but his last starring role, full-length feature film, I believe was Dirty Dingus McGee.
No, it was Long Good Friday. We've had this conversation.
That's right. Well, I will say this about Dirty Dingus McGee. It is bad.
We make Bim Bam now?
It is bad.
Bim Bam now? It's pretty bad. But I don't know. I find it kind of watchable. Maybe because it's so unlikely.
My worst film is Manos, The Hands of Fate, which is pretty much universally in the top 3 of the worst movies ever made. But that's only because it's really terrible on all levels.
Well, would you watch it again?
But I still think it's terrible. I'd watch it to laugh at it, not with it. You know,
There are terrible movies people laugh at that I don't find even working on that level. The Room. Everybody goes, oh, you got to see The Room. Oh, it's so bad, it's good. No, it's just bad.
it's just
Yeah.
bad because he's terrible. He's just terrible. But
Yeah.
also, I like when it comes to bad movies that I like and don't consider to be bad. Plan 9 from Outer Space is one of those. It's incredibly entertaining.
Ed Wood's
You know?
movies are infinitely watchable,
Yeah,
and he's a true auteur in that you don't need to see the titles on an Ed Wood movie to know it's an Ed Wood movie. And that's
right.
not, oh, it's so bad, it must be an Ed Wood. No,
No,
it's
it's a
not that.
style. It's a
It
style.
really has a style. It's a weird
Yeah.
style, but it's a style.
Yeah. Yep.
I think McFarlane Press did a book about Ed Wood where the argument was that he actually was a more interesting filmmaker than he got credit for,
Mm-hmm.
and that it was they were going after the wrong guy.
Right. Well, I mean, he had kind of a checkered resume because he was doing.
Oh yeah.
You know, he was doing back of the magazine films and stuff like that for years. But
I'll tell you what Gus Van Sant, that guy, should have done instead of Psycho is he should have done a shot-for-shot remake of a theoretically quote-unquote bad movie. He should have done a shot-for-shot remake of Plan 9 from Outer Space, but with the full power of ILM behind him.
yeah,
Fantastic actor, John Williams score. What would that be like?
Mhm.
It would be surreal. I think.
You know who would take that project on? Frank Darabont would take that project on.
Yeah, probably. You take that on as probably as on a bet. You know, saying I can make something out of this.
Just think, Stephen King sold Frank Darabont the script to Shawshank for $1. $1.
Yeah, but
That
Stephen King,
that was a gesture of faith in Darabont. That's what that was.
yeah, and even King also has a policy where if you're like a young filmmaker and you want to, and it's one of his short stories, you know, he'll charge you $1 for like the rights to adapt and put it out there.
Yeah.
That explains Cat's Eye.
The guy's probably worth at least $500 million by now. He needs no money, and he can't give it away fast enough. You know, so.
Oh, I can help him.
I know, but I mean, from his point of view, he cannot give it away fast enough. He keeps making more.
I can help.
Just.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that, you know, if somebody is going to be a $500 million, let it be Stephen King.
Yeah,
nice guy, good guy.
I agree.
This has been a fun discussion, guys. Is there anything you guys want to add before we go?
I think I said this before we started recording that the horror effects of this movie are about 80% hands coming at you, and one great reveal of a huge hippopotamus-like monster. But yeah, that's interesting. But it was fun what they did with such a limited budget. Mm-hmm. So I respected that.
You, a good bad movie from this era is the Lou Ferrigno Hercules.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And there are two other films that I would love to discuss with you guys at some point, and neither of them are, well, they all have challenges. And one is Star Crash with Marjo Gortner and Carolyn Monroe and Christopher Plummer.
Oh my God! I have not seen this. I must see this.
Do you not know of this film?
I do not know this movie.
Oh, holy shit! You need to watch a trailer to this. Toot sweet. Oh man, it's a movie. Gordon, have you seen this movie, Star Crash?
Yes, I have.
It's unusual.
Yes.
And the other one is Battle Beyond the Stars.
Oh yeah, that's another.
Jewel, you'd love this movie.
Yeah.
You really would. It's Magnificent Seven.
Cool.
But it's in space with George Papard.
Cool. I like the in the movie we reviewed. I really like when the monsters pull the kid up into the freaking chimney.
The chimney. Yeah, it's like this
Yeah.
reverse Santa Claus thing going on. I mean, it's just it's bizarre and
It's
kind of
ridiculous.
hilarious.
A reverse Santa Claus sounds like something you order at a very demented brothel.
Well, there are these two like gnome creatures. They're poltergeist, and they're grabbing the kid, and the kid's like laughing while he's going up the chimney. It's like he has no idea that he's about to be consumed by these things. You know, he's just having a great time. Meanwhile, William Cat is panicking because this kid belongs to the sexy next door neighbor and has been left in his care. So it's like craziness.
Dark Crash.
Guys,
Mr. Mom in Hell, you know, that kind of thing.
That's it. All right, guys. Link to Patrick McCray's Dark Shadows Day book about is going to be in the description box. Link to Alan Gallant's YouTube channel, Colin Sport After Dark, is going to be in the description box. He's got a new video up. God damn it.
I do. I have a new one. It's on Collinsport.
Joel,
right.
Joel, if we don't watch Star Crash, the bad guys have won.
Yeah.
We'll watch Star Crash tomorrow night. How's that?
All right.
Oh, I'm writing it down.
Yeah, Star Crash.
To find out where to watch it, but yep.
And links to Gordon Dymowski's Amazon page and website's going to be in the description box. Go check him out. You guys have a safe night. Peace.
Okay, Alan.
Yes.